I hope she doesn't.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, everybody across the world, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday once again, and it's Out the Box Radio. I'm Jared.
Justin.
JoJo.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We back again, back from holiday, from July 4th.
We've been away for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I think 2 weeks is a good minute.
She's been away for longer.
You have been away.
I've only been gone 2 weeks.
No, you weren't here, the week before July 4th.
You've been gone for 3.
I've been gone for 3 weeks.
You've been gone for 3 weeks.
Sure?
Yes, you have.
Trust me, when Jonah's not with me, I feel it.
Oh, what does it feel like, Justin?
Torture, pain, sorrow, loss.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
I know. I miss my little.
That was very.
I'm a cheater.
That was very. Yeah, it was
I'm a law
real.
enforcement cheater.
That was heartbreaking.
I felt it.
A little bit depressing.
It was.
It's okay.
Well, I'm back now.
You back and beautiful as ever.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
You always, that's Jerry. He
me.
always knows what to say.
It's me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful show coming up for you right now. I wanted to start talking about you, Justin, because...
Oh.
What?
Justin loves to talk about himself.
No, because we was having a conversation earlier this week, and you told me that you was just wrapping up something for a film, or...
Well, tomorrow I wrap up.
Okay.
Not for a film. I'm not going to, toot this horn this time. It's not a bad gig, because every gig is a good opportunity,
Exactly.
Right? So I have to think positively about it.
Wait, are you getting paid?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it's a good
paid
opportunity.
gig.
It's a good opportunity.
I can say this about it. It's a crime series, but I've done enough of them to where I said I wouldn't do any more crime series. I'm done with the crime scene. I want lines. I don't want reenactment. I want scripts, right?
Right.
So I said I'll do this last one. So that's why I'm doing it. But it's an interesting role. I had one last time I did a crime series, so it's a similar role. I will mention this. It's pretty funny actually. So I didn't know how my character was really developed until I got on set and they decided to start changing things, while you're there. I don't know if you've ever done a crime series, but that sometimes stuff goes on the fly when they're there. The director's like, this looks good, let's just do it. So my character ended up being almost 100% like the character I did on another show. A whole different network, whole different production company, and the look is the same too, which is not as bad as you would think. But for the fact that you're going to see how crazy I look. And
I saw a little sneak peek.
Okay.
And the first thing that I thought about was, I know how, Justin is about his hair. His hair has to be perfect. And watching that lady.
Thank you. Smush my fucking hair.
I felt the pain. And she was like...
Bushing it. I love her to death. Christine is awesome. She's an awesome MUA and hairstylist. I was not having that.
I know.
So, I'm trying to, obviously you have to get into your character, so I can't be too pissed, but I felt it. And deep down, I still was me being angry during the whole time, because I was like, I look like a fucking fool.
Did you have a stink face on when this was happening? Like you tried to hide your stink face?
No. My character was gothic, so I had black nail polish. I was wearing black, so I had a very muted face anyway, so I was just angry, and they were filming me angry. About my hair.
I'm not gonna lie. I can actually see you playing like a gothic character.
This is gonna be interesting because he's very creepy, by the way. He's
I'm not saying that you're creepy or anything. I'm just like, I can see you like playing that type of character for like 2 days and then going back to yourself.
Right. You gotta flip back.
Yeah, you can't stay there long. Can't stay there long.
I'm excited.
I have auditioned countless times for like crime series, but it's never gonna work unless there is somebody that looks like me. But anybody that looks like me is not crazy. So
you could do, but they have female police officers and
I've been
like that too.
Yeah, I've been like an extra.
Okay.
But never
like a lead or like a supporting
right
character in there.
Like your look is
it's hard because they do try to match
your
you with
look
the actual person.
Is just, and I'm like, I know. We're not crazy us lookalikes that look like me. So it will never happen.
I just never fit the specs.
I wouldn't say never.
Yeah, I just never fit the specs for a crime reenactment.
Me neither. Which
is fine.
I have.
Which is fine.
So what are y'all saying about this?
Wait a minute.
Justin-
Whoa. First of all, you haven't
Justin-
even been here for the last 2 months. So how you just gonna jump in there?
Cast you 2 or 3 times.
We do miss
Yeah,
you, Nikki.
Justin
Nikki's back,
has
y'all.
a
We
look
missed her. We
to
missed
where
her
he
so
can
much.
look
twice as a
crazy.
killer of a crime series because I apparently looked like a killer.
Because Justin is crazy.
No, it's not
Okay?
because Justin is
Don't
crazy. It's
let
just
Justin
because.
fool y'all.
Just because
Okay, he gonna
white
cut a
people be
bitch.
killing folk.
I
That's
will.
just what I mean.
Well, that's very true. I will definitely cut somebody. Any day, any night.
Oh,
But no, it's good. It's a good opportunity. It's overall the series is great. It's a little bit of a twist to regular crime series.
Mm-hmm.
It's brand new. Obviously, won't get the name or the network, but we're on season 1, so this is gonna be wrapping up. And it's definitely a twist amongst the other crime series out there. This new one. So it's all in the family. Let's just say that.
that's good.
Oh wow, that
All right.
sounds.
Pretty deep, yes.
Yeah.
So that's me. So tomorrow we wrap up. That's
All
it.
right. All
That's
right.
what's up.
Get your money. Get
Yeah,
your money.
shmoney.
Get your money.
Shmoney. I don't want to do
There's a little bit of good news that I'll share.
Okay.
So I
Please
found
do.
out that next Friday, one of the short films that I was doing will be released.
Oh nice.
really?
Yeah.
Next
I'm
Friday?
excited. Yeah, the
Okay.
the 19th.
How
Is
can
that
we?
what-
How
Friday?
can we
it.
find
Yeah, how can
it?
we find it?
There will be the link will be posted online. When I get the link, I will share it as well.
Yes.
The movie is called The Affair. So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Rico
doing something
Love
I ain't
has a
supposed to be
song called The
doing.
Affair.
As usual.
Do they need a theme song?
Do you need a theme song?
Because Rico Love has a song called The Affair on his TTLO album, and I feel like it would fit.
If I heard the song, then all right. You know what? When we get up, when we go off air.
Because every show she don't bring up Rico Love.
What as she should. Brother talented.
Brother
Brother
talented.
legendary and
I'm saying
talented.
he's not, but I'm saying she needs to be getting a check.
True.
Because she promotes him every time, or getting to bed.
Excuse me? No.
The what?
Why do I have to
His
keep
wife
telling
works
y'all?
nights.
The
Girl,
how do you know this?
I do not love you like that. I don't love
she
you
does like him like
romantically.
Oh my goodness.
that. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I admire genius.
Oh my goodness.
He's a genius.
I do respect the genius. I don't know if it has a theme song. I honestly don't know. I honestly
We'll look
don't
into
know.
that.
But yeah, but next Friday when it drops, I will share the link.
where was that filmed at?
This was filmed in Virginia actually,
Virginia, okay.
like the Alexandria area.
Mhm.
So I'm excited. I get to see myself on another screen again.
Yes.
This will be
Virginia is for lovers too.
Yes.
Virginia is for lovers. It's weird. I've been going on a lot of dates and meetups with girls in Virginia.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yes.
more.
What does it mean?
Do tell.
Oh no, it's just like when I be like around the DC area doing stuff, I just always meet girls from Virginia, and I'm not trying to say that like girls from Maryland is just like not attractive or anything, but it's just like why am I attracting? It puzzles me that I attract Virginia females.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. It's not a bad thing at all, unless you count distance, which is a drive.
Well,
It's a drive.
and you're driving to them, just so you know.
I am.
Because they're not driving out here.
They not.
Oh yeah, that they would be pretty frightened.
Mhm, that's gas money, but
Yeah.
but you know, I've had some pretty good times and some
Hopefully
pretty
none
good
of
days
them
with
will
some
have us
Virginia females. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all, Virginia females. I definitely appreciate the love. I will be back down there. I don't know when. I gotta put gas in my car first.
Y'all give him some gas money. Spot him.
Nah, I'll let them know. I'll let them know
I'm
ahead of time. Like, look, this is a 50+ mile drive, and
and they live in like Alexandria.
there was one that did. There was another that lived farther. But I had a really good time. I had a really good time with her.
Oh.
Yeah, we went bowling.
Oh, bowling
Yeah.
balls, pins.
Anyway.
I didn't
Anyway.
say anything, 'cause when I was
But you know what? You didn't say something that time.
She snatched
You
it out.
didn't say
snatched
something
it out
that
his
time.
mouth.
You did not. You snatched it.
Speaking of Virginia, I'm gonna be in Virginia for my oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
What?
What?
Your 45th birthday?
No,
Whoa.
10 years.
I'm about to say she is not.
10
she
years
is not
since
up there.
college.
Okay.
10 years.
wow, okay.
College.
Where did you go?
Hampton University.
Okay.
The real HC.
Hampton.
Okay.
Whoop.
Okay, Hampton.
Yes. So yes, this is a big homecoming for me in October. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
There's some part of me that wishes I went to a HBCU.
All the parts of you should wish that
Jared
you
just graduated 2 years ago from high school, y'all.
Whoa, hold up, don't be putting out my. I am actually wearing my high school jacket.
Jared, there's still time to go to college. You can go back.
I have 2 degrees. I have 2 degrees from college. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Diplomas.
They always play with Jared's age.
High school.
It's raining outside.
Yeah.
It's raining outside. What else am I going? Ladies and gentlemen, let the record show that I am not that young. I'm young, but I ain't that young. As you can see, I have some years on me. just a
And
couple.
a razor. You use that thing all the time.
I do use it all the time.
You act like you lost your hair because you old.
Oh my God.
I didn't lose my hair because I'm old. I lost my hair because blame my father. Just blame him.
Y'all are something else today.
Thank you so much. It's probably
Jared,
because it's raining like that.
Before, on this rainy day, we have something to brighten everything up.
What?
Before we bring our special guests to the table, because we do have somebody in the studio today, y'all.
Oh yeah, we do. I didn't
that?
even mention that. I'm
Y'all
so
know
sorry.
that. You know that? Well, we
Y'all
do.
know that.
We sure do. And if you follow us on social media, you'll see the flyer of who we have in the studio. Now, before we get to that, I do want to toss it really quick back to Jared, because I think you have at least one topic that you want to bring to the table aside from...
Yes, I did. Because we got to talk about Disney. Disney's playing with my emotions.
Everybody's
Why?
The last couple days.
What happened?
One of the ways that Disney is playing with my emotions is because they done casted a queen to play Ariel, and I'm. Whew.
I was about to say. No, they didn't. They casted Hallie.
Yeah, and she's going to be a queen. Y'all don't know how much of a crush that I have on her and her sister. I'm gonna put it out there. Both of them.
They can sing their faces.
They can
off.
sing their faces off. They're gorgeous. They're a wonderful actress, and the fact that they chose one of them to be Ariel, I'm like, whoa.
He's really excited.
Caught my soul.
I can't wait for that part.
I mean,
I can't
on the
wait.
Rock, when she lifts herself up. She got some strong arms. She ain't got no legs. So, she got some strong ass arms. And she's lifting herself up on the big rock.
What is wrong with
But I'm expecting to see some biceps or something, because this bitch strong. She got
That's
Popeye.
well, you're actually pushing, so those are your triceps. You know what I mean? But
I think both. Because when you get off the rock, you gotta lean down. That's the biceps. So she needs to have some strong muscles. She should be built.
the point is that they casted a beautiful woman to play her, a beautiful black woman, and I don't give a damn what y'all.
Everybody's upset.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn who's upset.
so
They
upset.
did it. They did it. I don't care who's upset. They
weren't upset by casting J Law as what's that girl and what's that movie that everybody was. What's the movie? The series.
The series.
Jennifer Lawrence is. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about?
Hunger Games.
Oh.
Originally, the original
yeah.
person is black. That from the book, she's a black female.
I actually didn't know that because
Jennifer Lawrence.
I didn't read the book, so.
She's black, but they cast a white woman. Ain't nobody up in arms about
Which is
that.
true. I don't know why they make a big. First of all, I'm glad Disney is pushing all these movies out, the remakes. I'm happy for them.
Yo, did you see the Mulan trailer?
No, I wasn't a Mulan fan, so I would not be watching that.
That looks
I like Mulan.
hard.
She doesn't have
it
her
looks.
dragon now. So
It
what
looks.
you gonna do?
Oh.
Why
Her
is
dragon's
that-
missing. It ain't in the trailer.
No, Mushu's not gonna be in that movie.
Why?
See,
Because
Mulan's
they
done,
said that
yo.
like they're gonna take like all the.
Well, then I'm
fantasy
not
and
watching
cartoon.
it.
But it looks, I'm telling you,
No,
it
I
looks,
don't like that.
It looks dope. It looks like a real like military type of
No,
movie.
I don't like that.
I don't know what
I'm
Mulan's
telling
really
you,
about, 'cause I never really watched it.
I like
Why
it.
Why would you do that?
I'm
Why
just saying.
would you take that out?
Dumbo did really bad.
Yeah, I hated Dumbo.
Who was gonna watch Dumbo anyway? That shit from like the
I did not like
1940s.
Dumbo.
Dumbo was really bad.
They made Dumbo before Negroes had rights, so why am I gonna watch it? I'm serious.
I mean,
Okay. Dumbo's
Okay.
off the table.
Just saying.
Dumbo's off the table.
I'm gonna say I want to say something that a lot of people are probably going to be very upset with me about, and when I become famous, somebody's going to bring this tape up and try to murder me.
Okay,
But at this point, I don't give a fuck.
And we'll be right here defending you.
Yeah,
It's fine. So we're talking about the remakes and everything, and everybody's very excited about The Lion King.
Yes,
Oh, I have words about this.
I am too. What I don't like is I despise how Beyonce talks regularly.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot see. You know how like she just when she talks regular. To hear that come from Nala, the whole movie, like it's gonna be a problem for me. Now, if she's gonna sing the soundtrack, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But Beyonce voice as Nala I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure you're not alone.
I don't like it.
I'm not gonna go as far as that. All I'm gonna say is that y'all know that The Lion King is my favorite movie of all time.
I love
y'all
The Lion
know this.
King.
But the more that I see like the trailers and like the pictures and everything, I'm just like, I feel like that y'all just gonna mess it up. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
There's something about it where I'm like, I don't trust it.
Well, every other Disney movie has been a hit since it's been coming out. So
Except
now,
for Dumbo.
Aladdin was good, which means Lion King might be bad.
Aladdin was good.
I didn't see Aladdin, actually.
It's good. You should see it.
I only wanted to see it because of Will Smith.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
We'll wait
Go
for
see it, see
Redbox.
what you
We'll wait
think.
for Redbox.
Yeah, good idea. But it wasn't a movie overall. But I will say,
What do y'all
think? My favorite part of Aladdin is just the magic carpet ride. I love that. A whole new world.
They did
And
it. So they did that
good job.
correctly.
They did good. Their voices together were really good. It was really good. I
I
liked
just
it.
do not need them to mess up Lion King. I keep saying this. I don't think I want to pay money to see Lion King.
Well, then how's you gonna see it? Pirated?
No, I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
get a
just
free.
making sure.
I'm gonna get a free ticket from my job. If I don't get a free ticket from my job, then someone else is gonna treat me.
Someone
Y'all
from
girls
Virginia?
Right?
Well,
See?
Virginia.
He's got the car, y'all.
Listen, I got the wheels.
I got the wheels. You got the tickets.
I got the wheels.
Let
you
go.
got the wheels.
Let go.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna switch it around a little bit for us because I really want to bring our special guest to the table. We have a very talented artist, actress in the DMV area, but she's not just here; she's everywhere. And we're really excited to have her here today with us, Miss Mia Speights. Now, Mia.
Whoa, run that back.
What?
You ain't said. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What I say?
You said Speights. You said Speights.
Mia Speights. I'm so sorry. Yes, Mia Speights is here with us today in the studio. You know, see, it was either the first or last name. Because at first I didn't know if it was Maya. Because some people spell the name Maya, M-I-A, that I know at least. And so, yes. I know two girls that spell yeah. I know two girls. So I had to make sure I got her first name earlier, and she told me that, but I messed up. Huh? Maya's not always with the Y. No.
Probably
I
depends
know
on what
two.
country.
But nonetheless, aside from me butchering the names up, we're going to show you all a clip of her experience and what she's done. Just a little taste of what she's done. And then she'll be right with us here at the table, joining us for a great interview. So make sure you don't go anywhere. Take a look.
Don't kill me, y'all.
Who said we was gonna kill you?
I'm talking to them. Because, people be like, I don't like Beyonce's talking voice.
I don't either. I don't like her voice, period.
I said what I said.
You said stand by.
Yes.
I had the connection while I was doing the Instagram live. It just cut out. It was like,
You got
thank
to be
you for
high
the live
that
video.
girl. And that's fine. Thing. She's going to sound like, Sim, what are you doing away from Pride? Be quiet.
And now, my connection's terrible.
Are you connected to the Wi-Fi? Yes, it's Wi-Fi. Been here for a year and you just realized.
Show me that.
I'll be back.
Yeah. It's right here, but I forgot the password. What's the password to y'all Wi-Fi?
It's the newsroom one.
Newsroom 1.
Is there any caps?
No.
Those people out there need to pay someone to speak.
There should be one more.
See, my phone is frozen. This is frozen.
Nice.
We back, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all enjoy the clip, or did y'all enjoy the clip?
I like the clip because I was paying attention. Jared's phone was over here freezing.
Why you just gonna call out my technical difficulties like that? Like who is you to be calling out my technical? You know what?
I am Jonay. That's who I am.
You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and everybody around the world, we now have Mia Speights at the table. How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
Thanks for having me.
You
I'm
are
excellent.
quite welcome. You are quite welcome. So let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right into it. Please tell us about the clip that we just saw. I believe that was from Alex's
Strip.
Strip. I was about to see. It's only your fault that I was about to say Alex's stripe. I was about to say no, don't do it.
You would have said it real fast.
No, I can't do that. Anyway, please tell us a little bit about your role in Alex's Strip.
So this was a international movie that I did with a director from Spain named Irene Zoe Almeida, and also a good friend, Jimmy Award. And it's basically a movie about a father who is basically trying to get his daughter back and is going through some difficulties with authorities in India. And so I play a lawyer, a human rights attorney, and trying to basically get him to not do much so I can take over and straighten things out. So it was just a little clip from it. It should be coming out internationally in Spain, and I think they'll be kind of working on premiering it here in the States pretty soon as well.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna go to the premiere in Spain?
You should.
Who knows? I mean, the opportunity is there, and if I have it and I'm able to go, I definitely would love to go.
Yes.
Was this your first time playing a lawyer or anybody like in the legal setting?
Same question. Yeah.
This is not the first time I played a lawyer, but it was a bigger role. I do more a live interpretation of a lawyer before, but this is the first time I played on film. So this was pretty dope, and I thought that it was really well put together. We filmed at the International Monetary Fund, which is in DC, so it was some great views.
Oh wow!
And pretty dope experience working with a female director, because as you know, it's not too many in the industry.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
Did you have to learn the terminology? Like, was the terminology
legal terms?
Yeah, the legal terms and things. Was it a lot of that, or
Not too much, because it was kind of really specific to this one particular instance, so it wasn't super in detail. Like sometimes you'll see on films where you're in the court and you're doing a lot of like how to get away with murder.
Right,
it's a lot of terminology and it's a very extensive role. So this one was a good role, but it was not a very long, extensive role. So I didn't have to get into a lot of the legal jargon, which is
Well, that's good.
good.
That's a
Good.
to remember all that would have been
Yeah.
Oh
great.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
so,
what I admire those people on How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
And who's the other one with my girl Kerry Washington?
Scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Thoroughly.
So when I was looking over your information, because we talked a little bit last week, I noticed that you are going to be in you already started filming or are going to be filming in a new series. I believe for their third season, if I'm not mistaken, for Toll Booth.
Yeah, I think this is their third
season.
Yeah.
So tell me about, because I actually did an episode last season, season 2. Which
Okay,
so,
cool. That's dope.
We also had Derek Gray on the show before.
Yeah, we did have Derek. We had him when we first started this show, actually, Out the Box Radio, maybe 2.5 years ago. Derek was on our show talking about the first season of Toll Booth. That was brand new, still in midst of writing the script and everything for him. So
that's cool. So you get to see the progress and how it's come along.
It's come really far.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your character though. Like, who are you playing in this?
I'll be playing a new character that's not been involved in the season as of yet. Her name is Monica Copeland, and I don't want to give too much of the storyline away, but there's going to be some interaction with her character and the character that has a child.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're going to be incorporated in there, and I don't want to give too much away after that. So I want y'all definitely to tune in and watch and see Monica's character unfolds. But if you haven't been following, I would say definitely follow the Tobu series, and it's on YouTube. Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube.
They're also
Tobu.
on Instagram too. And
Yeah,
they have the link right
Instagram.
on their Instagram page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can check it out. Follow Derek Gray and his work. He's doing some really good things. He's also coming out with a couple other short movies
short
and
films,
feature film. I think he's coming out with a few different things with some of the other cast that's in Tobu. So it's super exciting.
He's built a good like family based like cast, if you will. So you're noticing when he does a lot of his short films and what's coming up, you'll see they're completely different characters. At least from what I've learned from him, talking to him about them, they're completely different characters. But he's giving them a chance to really think out. I always say this, no pun intended. Outside the box.
Outside the box.
Knew it was coming.
You have an opportunity to be somebody different, which is what every actor wants. You
Yeah.
want to be that different character every time. So
That's true.
Yeah, and
shout
I
out to him
definitely,
for
I
doing
definitely
that.
want to give him a shout out because a lot of times, looking at in the DMV area with actors and people in the media and just entertainment in general, he's given a lot of opportunities for local actors to
Right.
have a voice. Like you were saying earlier, instead of us just, maybe doing things that we can get started out with, that we have some roles and we can develop our strength as an actor and kind of have an ambition to use that footage to create more characters and just build more work in general. So I like to give him a shout out for the opportunity and all the other cast members. Shout outs to CJ. We worked together on another short film, CJ. And I think I work with Roxy also, so shout outs to Roxy.
Oh, what up, Roxy?
We did a commercial this past maybe a few months ago. We did a commercial together, so she's cool. So a lot of the people that I'm meeting are kind of people that I've kind of already met, kind of so to speak, in periphery. But now I'm just getting to connect with them more. So that's always a good thing.
Isn't it awesome to see someone you know, like in acting, and you know
Right.
them from the community, or you're friends with them, or maybe you wanted to meet them always, and now you have a chance to act with them? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
very
that.
dope.
The actor pool in the DMV area is so small. Everybody tends to bump into somebody. Like I was on your Instagram and you work with Justin Booker.
Oh yeah.
And I worked with Justin. He played my partner in a movie. We were cops. Hey Justin.
Yay, shout outs to Justin. He's also in a movie that I'm doing production management on called Enemies Within, and he has a very nice role. He's one of the supporting actors to the lead. So shout outs to Justin. Good job so far, and hopefully we'll finish with flying colors.
Yeah.
So, question: have you worked with Honor Drew?
Yes.
I have not worked with Honor.
Okay.
Me and Honor kind of been like back and forth, like kind of supporting each other on social media, but we haven't worked
Is it
together
separate
yet.
sessions filming? Have you guys started the filming process yet, or is it coming
Not
out?
just yet. So
Okay.
we're coming up on just doing a table read and
Okay.
getting to know
Oh,
each
so you'll-
other.
yeah.
And so we've kind of been like back and forth, just seeing each other on social media. And she seems like a super cool and dope person. So I'm excited to work with her.
She
So
is. Hey,
shout outs to
Honor.
She's still working right here out in the
Right.
Oh,
She
really?
was the
Cool.
host.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay,
Yeah.
small world.
Small world.
Yeah.
That pool is small.
Mhm.
You gonna bump them. Everybody bumps into one
Shout
another.
out Robin.
So
Well,
let's,
it's good. It's all good interactions. So
Yeah.
that's great.
let's talk about another upcoming project. It's like you have things
Back
just
to back.
rolling and rolling and
Back.
rolling.
Well,
and
God
rolling.
is good.
First of all, how you?
God is good.
First of all, how
All
you
the
finding all of
time.
this work?
Well, I've been doing this acting thing for a very long time. I don't want to say how long, because I'm still getting, the roles that are a little bit younger than my actual age. But I've been doing it quite a while, and a lot of it has been through just doing some of the due diligence on my own, and just using our tools of social media, and someone. And then some of it is from having agents in the area to assist me. I like to shout out Impressive Talent and Lisa Ristal, and I like to shout out Skinny from 49 Parallel Bookings. He's been really instrumental in helping me. He helped me to book one of the biggest bookings of my career with the national commercial with MetLife. So shout outs to Skinny and 49 Parallel Bookings, and everybody that I work with, Impressive Talent, and a lot of the local casting agencies. So you're probably familiar with them. Most of the actors are, and if you aren't, you can definitely register with the local casting offices like Pat Moran, Taylor Royal, casting, Betsy Rowe casting there. they're great, and they've been in the industry for a while, so they're not a fly by night. They're reputable.
They're seasoned, yeah.
Exactly.
That's how I got MeQ from Taylor Royal. I
you
appreciate
do?
you.
Oh, that's right.
I appreciate you, Taylor Royal.
Now
Best,
I remember
like,
where I've seen you on the commercial. Good job.
Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah. That's me. That's me. That's me. Seriously though, like Taylor Royal and Scott Goodhue, like I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you
what's
see
up,
the love
Scott?
I'm getting over here. Like I appreciate it for
Yes.
real. Thank you.
Scott is the man. He's a cool guy. Betsy is really cool and easy to work with. So it's always good to work with people that you respect and can get you work.
Get you work.
They was doing it. So let's before I asked about all the work that you've been getting, I wanted to specifically talk about the lead role that you got in The Vow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So tell us about that. Anything that you can spill, because I know that it's not necessarily out yet.
It's not out yet, but I guess just to kind of say a little bit about how you establish yourself for those who are actors and those who are looking to become actors or aspiring actors. A lot of the connections that I made through that movie happened when I actually to work on a master of film from American University. They were going for their master's, so they were doing their master's final project, and so sometimes they will hire actors to work on those projects with them, and that's how I met Jimmy, who was very instrumental in helping me to work on this new project with Dante Hancock. Shout outs to Dante, Kinetic Styles Media. Yay, Dante. Dante was basically introduced to me through Jimmy, and Jimmy, I worked on his project at American University, and he was super, super cool and kind of guided me through some of the nuances of how he wanted to shoot that. So that's how I got the lead role with Dante and the Vows. I was introduced by Jimmy, he's really, really dope. He's doing some dope things in the industry. He's working with Housewives of Potomac. He's working on that production, and he's doing a lot of other crazy things, a lot of other big things. So that's how I came to work on the project. They kind of interviewed me, did a little audition, and it fit. And then I got a chance to work with somebody that I worked with before, which is CJ. Shout out to CJ. We worked on projects before with Getty Images and stock photography, and so we wound up reading together, and it worked out. And Dante, he liked CJ, and then we started to do this movie called The Vows, which is written and directed by Dante Hancock. Kinetic Styles Media, follow him on Instagram. So he's really doing some great things. This is his first short film, but I think it's very powerful because it has a meaning behind it about keeping our vows, especially in marriage, no matter how hard it gets. And like a lot's going on in the world now. A lot of people, it's a lot of distractions, a lot of social media. People are getting, really kind of tempted to not keep their word and their vows. And I think it has a really dope message because it's calling us back to being and having integrity in relationships. So that's what the movie speaks to, and I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, that's what The Vow is about. And Dante is he's doing some great things.
Well, that's good. No, I saw the trailer for The Vows, and it's on YouTube, everybody. So if you go, it's on your page, correct? On YouTube, or is it just available through searching for The Vows?
I don't think it's out just yet.
Oh,
so
it's not out just yet?
I think they're trying to kind of make a decision on which one. So I'm not sure if it's out yet to the public, but when it is, I'll definitely put it up on my Instagram. And you can just probably take a look on YouTube and find The Vow, which is the name of the movie, and it'll be up soon. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
So, in the spirit of talking about things that you've done, how did you get to work with Mr. Black Panther himself on 21 Bridges? Chadwick Boseman, you guys.
Oh man! Shout outs to Impressive Talent. I got booked through Impressive Talent. I auditioned like 3 times. I was like, please, pick me for something. So I didn't get what I had auditioned for. So I was a little, bummed. But then out of the blue, they were like, you got casted for something. I'm like, what? No audition. I said, I guess they said we gonna keep our gas bill low, so she ain't gotta keep coming back up to Philly to audition. So it was just a blessing, the grace of God. I got just a a small role in that movie, but I got a chance to see Chadwick, and everybody was just like,
Right.
normal day, try to act normal, try to act normal. So I booked through Impressive Talent, and I was super, super excited about it.
I know.
I was super excited
Sitting there
about it.
like, woo, Mr. T'Challa.
So it's a funny story because when they sent me the script, it was 6 pages.
Oh.
So I was like, yo, I can't believe I got 6 pages of script in this movie. And I'm like, word. I'm like, I don't care if I have to stay up all night.
Right.
I don't have to care to memorize it. And then I later found out that my role was at the very end. So, I mean, I'm still blessed and favored that I got it. But, you know how you had that sky's the limit mentality. When I saw all 6 pages, I'm like, that's me.
I got 6 pages to learn.
Nah, so it's a small role, but my belief is don't despise humble beginnings, because however you treat something that is given to you that's small is however you treat it when you get to the level that you want. So
that's very true.
I was super excited about that. It was the first time I had a trailer on the set of a movie. I was feeling good.
Very surreal, like.
And you get to network, so a big production like that will get you opportunities in the future too. So
absolutely,
so
can't argue with that. Yeah, definitely.
Did you get to meet Mr. Bozeman? Like, how is he? Like, how's his aura? He seems like he's very chill and laid back, and like.
Does he smell?
Like
he smell like the heart-shaped herb or whatever?
I don't know if there was it was an olfactory smell coming through the screen with Black Panther, but he was professional. He came on the set and he kind of did what he was supposed to do. He's wearing 2 hats, so he really was professional. He's producing and acting.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is producing.
Yeah,
this
so
movie.
it's like it wasn't too much mingling. I tried to meet him, but you gotta. It was about getting the work done. So it's like
How many times did he mess up on his lines? I don't know. Listen, I find that. No, listen. So my very first time ever on like a professional set ever was for what did I do? Veep.
Mm-hmm.
That was years ago. And what is the lead actress's name?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes.
Yeah.
She kept messing up on her lines, but for me, listen,
Wow.
You putting Julia Louis-Dreyfus
Julia's
on
gonna come for
blast.
you now. Julia's coming for you now.
So as an actress, but no, seriously, as an actress, it made it real for me.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, I see.
because you know when you're memorizing lines and like when you're filming, sometimes like you forget your lines and you're like, oh shit. But you worry about it, and then when you watch a movie and you see how flawless the movie goes, you're like, how did they memorize all
editors?
those lines? And
They had 100 takes and editors.
it makes it so real. Like these are people.
They
just like
people
me.
just like me and you.
And they make mistakes and they forget lines, and that was my first time even seeing the whole. Like she said line, and they read it a line. I'm like, so this is what happened.
Yes, ma'am.
It was very reassuring for me. Like it's okay, Jonay, if you forget a line or two. Just yell line, and
That's
then
why
go back
the script
up there.
people are there to help you. So
Who is this?
It's novice.
Get her out of here. Bring her the backup.
Yeah, but I mean that's true. I didn't know where you were going with that, but that's so true. It's like you think that when you see an edited project where you see the editor go in and cut, it looks perfect, but that's not the real thing. Yeah, I remember doing one commercial and I didn't have a line. I didn't even have a line, but I was the featured person. All I had was a look, and we did 200 takes with 60 people on set just for one look.
Look.
So it's like, all right, like. You're not going. If it's not what they want, we're gonna keep doing it because they have to have something to cut from and to take from.
They need
So
something they'll pick from different takes.
Yeah. Exactly.
People, that's the one thing I like about this industry is I don't mind being repetitive because the more you film it, the more you're comfortable saying I know my lines. I'm not gonna forget now. 'Cause I did it 30 times. I like filming multiple takes, but people don't realize that how many takes you actually do. It's so many. One of our good friends and old co-host as well here was her name is Kiara Zone. Her birthday's today.
Oh, for real?
Happy
birthday, Kiara.
Happy birthday, girl.
Today. She did a Six Flags commercial, and I'll never forget, she told me about this in Jersey. And I mean, as you can imagine with any production, like you have to get it right. It has to be done right. So the only thing with her that I would not have wanted to do in her case was She had to ride that roller coaster about
Oh my
50
gosh.
times.
Yo.
But
Oh,
they did
no.
not let them off the ride. Back to back to back. I would have got sick.
That's that's a
I would've
whole
got sick.
bunch of like adrenaline.
That's
That's
like
a whole
torture.
Yeah, it's torture. That's
That's
putting a lot of
more
stress on your
abuse.
body.
That's a day where you just don't eat breakfast. 'cause
Right.
It's not gonna be good.
My body's all messed
Oh,
up
goodness.
now. Like, you gonna flip me upside down? No.
No,
If
that's
you flip me upside down, you gonna be paying. Well, she did get paid.
True.
Yeah, it's not as glamorous as people
not.
think it
Yeah.
is. Like
It's
It's
a lot
a
of
real
work.
job.
It's a
It's
lot.
a real job.
That's a job.
the
yo.
glamorous part is when they added everything and it
Yeah.
looks beautiful and
Yes.
polished. But yeah,
Yes.
you'll be there
It's
for,
a lot of work
you know,
that goes into it.
13, 14 hours filming.
If not more.
If not
Yes.
more,
Ready to
depending.
Go home, go to sleep, take
Yeah.
a shower, eat.
Yeah,
Goodness
definitely.
gracious.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna just speak for a little bit. But am I the only person that's like when you're actually in the take, it just feels lively? You know what I mean? Like you really feel something while you're in
Yeah.
it, and then you come out and you're like, Jesus Lord, I need some
Yeah.
water. I need a fan.
Every
Like
time.
It's that love. It's like he said, the adrenaline rush. So yeah, while you're doing it, you don't feel it. You
Right.
feel great, but when after, it's like you still have a high. Cause
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Don't you get kind of excited like after you do something? It's like,
Oh, yeah,
I
you
did
do.
that. Like
Yeah.
can't really go to sleep. Not right now, but maybe in another.
And then
half
sometimes
hour.
it's a crash, like a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
depending on
because
how
of
long
all
the
the
night-
work. You know,
Yeah.
so once that high comes down, it's like woof.
I
Never
like it
mind.
when you know you think or you felt that you did a good job because the director didn't tell you to do something different a million times. And you're like, he only told me like 2 times to do this way, so I must have did it right.
Right.
Not the way they wanted to see it. I like that. That's reassurance for me.
It
But
could
I'm always
be
my own worst
reassuring.
critic, so I
Yeah,
always judge
me
myself. In the moment, I'm like, oh, shit, I should have done this differently. And I always, and I gotta stop doing that, but I always judge myself to push myself to do better. So it gets the worst of me, but. you
Yeah,
know.
but I mean that's the good thing about having a director, because what you may think is great, they may want something totally different,
Right.
and then
Right.
your 2 or 3 takes, they see what they want, and then it's good. I think we are our own worst critics, and
Yeah.
sometimes it makes us to try to overachieve something with
Overachieve,
something
yeah.
that just needs to be natural,
Yeah.
you know. So that's the difference in, I guess, having a good director to kind of lead you where he wants you to
Right.
go. So.
That's a good director.
Is
the
that a good
thing.
director?
You need a good director so you're not lost on set and confused about what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Because we've all had that happen before, I'm sure. So, ugh. But yes, I have a question for you because I've seen some of your work, and there was something you've done. I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a couple of years, maybe less, where you were doing like a little fighting type scene.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I want to know like your experience in stunt work. Talk about that because that's not easy to do.
I was a personal trainer for over a decade, so a lot of the stuff that I did, I was a boxer. I didn't go pro, but I was an amateur boxer. But I trained with the Wing Chun Kung Fu Academy here in Baltimore. Sifu Gamel Spencer, shout outs to you, and also Mark Moore, shout outs to his new boxing for youth. So a lot of the stuff that I did as just an athlete, I was trained to do a lot of martial arts and things. So it kind of came in handy when I was doing stuff on in film for stunt.
Okay.
So some of the hand-to-hand combat, katana and sword fighting, I learned from just practicing Wing Chun Kung Fu and also studying with some other local people that were also training in Wing Chun with sparring and things like that. So it's not necessarily easy
It doesn't look easy. It definitely doesn't seem or look easy at all.
because it just depends on the level of who you're working with, and
Right.
a lot of times you'll see like people cut, and then it's another stunt person that comes in
Right.
to
Like a double, yeah.
help,
Yeah.
which makes it a lot easier because sometimes you're using real weapons.
Yeah.
So a lot can go
I'm
wrong.
clumsy, so
A lot
don't
can
give
go
me a
wrong.
run because I'm so clumsy. Somebody's get hurt. Don't load it up. Don't load it up.
So we were using some really kind of decent weapons on set for
Have you-
one of it.
Have you, for the ones where you were using like more like a kick or hit, have you accidentally actually like hit or kick somebody like in real, not like just to look like you did, but in real life? Like,
no.
oops, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, shout outs to Eric. He did one of the scenes with me with hand-to-hand combat. We never really made mistakes. I think we kind of like, like when you kind of really have a a mesh with somebody, like you get it and like they feel where you're going and like, okay, we're gonna do this, and it kind of works out. So if you build rapport with the person you're doing stunts with, it can work out, but sometimes it doesn't always work that easy. You have to do a lot of rehearsal. So yeah, when the set with 21 Bridges, actually the stunt team was actually off practicing while we were shooting scenes. That makes it easier because when you come on, you're already well practiced and you know all your routines and your stop movements, and not everything is perfect, but it's at least you know what to expect.
Right. It will be when it comes out in editing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Like, do it look good on screen? It look good on screen.
But it is fun. It is fun to do something that you like. You know, everybody was always a kid in front of the, kung fu karate theater.
I was Jason, the Red Power Ranger.
Oh, you're talking about Power Rangers.
Well, I mean, I used my hands and my feet. I would kick and hit the shit out of my sisters.
Oh, I was just practicing all the moves that I seen in the action movies. You know what I mean? Like every single one. Even the weapons,
It's
like
fun.
all of it.
Isn't it fun? I ain't go that far now.
So, question to you: would you be interested in doing action movies? Since you,
me?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, one of the short films that I did was like a superhero action movie. I didn't do as much stunt work as you have done, but I was like strapped up in a harness and flying around and doing some like specific like Mortal Kombat type landings and all of that. So yes, like I actually have that on my list as something that I would love to do is being an action movie. Yeah.
You done put it out in the universe. Now it's about to come to you.
Oh, so. I've already put it out in the universe.
Well, it's doubly out there now.
I already said, Lord Jesus and the powers that be. Like one day we gonna be in the action movie. We don't have to be Will Smith. It's fine. We don't have to be Chadwick, but we could be doing something.
Jared.
We could be Jared. No one in the back of my mind. Wait, no one in the back of my mind that I want to take over for Tom Cruise when he retires from Mission Impossible. I looked it up. Me and him are the same height, so I was like, "Oh, we're set then."
I did not know that.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is short.
Wow.
Yeah,
he's
5'7".
So I'm like,
he's
you know what?
short.
If he can do it, I can do it.
Which is true. Which is definitely.
But they
true.
film him and you make it seem like you're taller.
Yeah,
that is true.
They do.
They're just
'Cause you wouldn't
careful of
know
his
that.
co-stars. They don't get too tall of a co-star.
Well, sometimes he's still on a box.
He's an apple box. Yeah, they put the apple box underneath.
Oh, poor
How tall is
thing.
Ving Rhames? Because Ving Rhames is like Diesel looking. Just like,
What's up?
Poor thing.
But if you notice, they never filmed it together. I've seen like every movie. They're really side by side.
really? Oh.
They do separate shots.
Oh wow.
I love
They
I
film
all
him like straight on recording his lines like, all right, bring Ving in. Next. Wow.
Side by side. Oh,
Wow.
Thomas.
He's
Is that his
the
name?
trick of the camera. You know he did that jump. Remember, I don't know if y'all see the outtakes
Yeah,
from
that
the
he
jump
did
that
the
he
jump.
did from the one side of the building to the
Ooh,
edge.
child.
Yeah, he actually got injured from that.
Yeah, he got injured. Yeah.
I was watching
Did
the
your
movie
heart
like
drop,
a week ago.
Nikki?
It did.
Oh.
I mean, I just like
You love him like how I love Rico Love.
No, I admire him. He does his
She
own
wouldn't get
stuff.
him.
That's how I
Like,
feel
that's-
too.
You talking about Tom Cruise, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like I
He
commend
does
him.
his own stuff.
But you know who trumps that? Who's like number one in my book?
Jet Li.
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, I was close. I was
man,
close.
he's
Like
Cause he don't have
Jet
no
Li.
ropes, no
Jackie is
suspension, no. I mean,
awesome.
not to take away from Tom Cruise. I give everybody their credit, but Jackie Chan is the man.
He's
Like, he is an absolute
he's a crazy.
quadruple beast.
He's a crazy.
So when they do those stunts, don't you have to insure like your limbs? Don't they do that?
Oh, you have to sign a waiver.
Oh, they have insurance on the set and insurance for each actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have insurance for limbs, right? I don't know.
Yeah, and then you
I'm
also
not-
have to sign like a waiver
waiver,
saying
yeah.
that like you are knowingly participating in.
And don't sue us because if you lose something or hurt something
So if you don't
or
have
break
health
something.
insurance,
depends,
damn
'cause-
it, don't accept the role.
But it's for the leads of a movie. They have insured that actor.
Yeah.
So they are the main because they are the money maker for the movie. So they
Especially
actually insure that
and
particular
because
actor.
and
to
because
make
they're
sure.
also SAG after in union. Like
Yeah, they have a union.
that just
Right,
comes
I-
standard.
I understand that, but for those actors and actresses who actually do the
Who
stunts
are
themselves,
stunts.
right?
Okay, I get what
Do
you're
they
saying.
have a separate, I guess, clause in their contracts that say, I'm insuring my limbs?
It's
as
all
opposed to-
insured. Yeah, it's all
Okay,
insured because
same
the,
thing.
the set has to be insured, the whole production has to be insured, and then the stunt people do take their own risk. Like, I don't know if you heard about the tragic accident that happened in Europe where the female was on the motorcycle doing a stunt and she tragically passed away.
Yeah. I think we talked about that on the show, actually.
So
yeah.
because it's under union, most of the movies are big budget movies or they're above line movies. They're insured, and then also the stunt person does take that risk, even if the movie is insured or they're insured. They do have their separate insurance or their life insurance, whatever they have separately, and also the movie insures them. But they take that. I mean, that's the risk that they take.
Yeah.
Even if it's it's a very big risk. In this case, it was maybe I don't know all the details in it, but I don't know if you know what happened. But we
actually showed a clip of it on here a long time ago. We talked about things that happened like with the sets, and we saw one where she was on a motorcycle and she got into that injury. This was a long time ago. We had it as one of our clips.
Yeah, it's like maybe I would say a year ago or a little more, but things just didn't happen the way they expected to happen. And sometimes it just happens as a person that rides motorcycles too. Something may happen, and you may catch gravel. It may be too slippery, and
that's true.
and she lost her life. So that's very unfortunate. And definitely you don't want to think about those things when you're doing it, but it is.
But if you're looking to be a stunt double, you need to think about it.
You need to think about it as well.
When I know that the person, that the actor or actress does their own stunts, I watch the movie completely different. I'm really into
because you're like, what did they do? Like, how far did they go?
Yeah. So I just look at it differently. I mean, but no shade to the people who don't, but I just look at it differently.
I will not do my own
I wouldn't do it either.
I will do certain things. I will look at the script and say, all right, what is my character supposed to do? How much can I do? How much do I feel comfortable? And then at a certain point, cut.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Get in there.
But I really like to give the shout outs to the stunt crew from the Black Panther movie. They
They did,
dope. They made everybody look really, really good.
Yes, they did.
So shout outs to them. They did their thing.
I might go home and watch that now. I might actually have to go home and watch it. Jonde's over there speaking the language.
No, I'm just saying M'Baku, T'Challa.
Okay.
They so fine.
So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
So wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I did because I noticed that you've done some like voiceover type of work as well. So, have you ever thought about doing like your own podcast or your own show?
Yeah, I thought about it. You know how you get with some friends and your friends like you just start chatting like we should do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, we should. And then
why hasn't it started yet?
I'm not sure why not. I'm not sure.
Have you had an idea of like a concept, like a theme of what your foundation would be? That's where it starts.
Honestly, I haven't given that like the full thought. I've just been like
pondering on the idea, like
pondering on the idea.
Nice to...
But I've made steps because I do voiceover work, so I have made the next step, which is get my mic, my interface, everything. It's just conceptualizing what it would be about. So maybe I'll just think on that more.
You should consider it.
Yes.
That's like something good to do on the side for sure. Exactly. So absolutely. And good exposure.
It keeps us
for
busy.
yourself.
So when did you start acting?
Oh man.
We want a year. It's like
I guess it's been a minute. I would say like 6 years old when I was in like one of my church plays, and all my my brothers and my best friend and her brother just teased the heck out of me because your little debut as your first maybe you 6 or 7, and my first breakout role as a kid was playing Kiwi from the Galactic Alliance in our church play at Good Shepherd Baptist Church. So that was my first.
The Galactic Alliance. I'm thinking.
I didn't even remember what the role of the play was about, but that was my role, and I still remember. It was like I think about 6 or 7, but
you can't forget that name, Kiwi.
Yeah, Kiwi. You can't forget that one. Yeah. So I mean, I got teased a lot, but I was like, I really enjoyed doing that. No matter how hard I got teased for years to come, I was like, you know what?
Look where you are now.
I want to do that.
Who's teasing now?
Yeah.
That's why you watching her. She's watching you.
Yeah, so it's like, yes. So it's always been there. I mean, when I was younger, I was like teetering. I used to like rescue random animals off the street. And like, maybe I should be a veterinarian. So that didn't pan out too well when my mom started kicking random animals out of our house. It was like, not today. Not today.
Traumatized. Right?
So was there anything else besides, being in this business that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I did. I really always had a love for fitness. I guess because I was always told to like take your sister with you. So my brother would take me, and I would pal around and be a tomboy in the neighborhood and ride bikes and play football with the boys. So I kind of naturally got into sports after that. So being a personal trainer and getting into fitness was a love. It still is a love of mine. So I did that for a very long time, and I still enjoy helping friends that come and say, Mia, just help me out. I'm just trying to do this, and I was like, all right, we'll do it. So that was a love that I had. Fitness. It will never. I don't think it will ever die. But so far as me dedicating the majority of my time to it, I've kind of stepped away from that and trying to put my heart and soul into this right now and seeing how I can make this work.
I need to find a love for working out. I hate it.
I'm here for you, sis, if you need my help.
I need to find whatever it is that y'all have, like, the people that, just find the enjoyment. And where does that come from? Like, let me find it so that I can get it and then still
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's the energy. After you use so much energy, you feel amazing.
I feel like that the gym
pain.
needs to be close to my house.
That's also a good thing to have.
Very, very slim pickings when it comes to certain gyms.
No, they are. I've shopped around. And I'm like,
Virginia?
I'm like, you know what?
In Virginia?
Columbia.
Oh.
Cause that's where he's out at. He's not let me put you on blast. He lives
No.
I have his address.
You do not have my wait a minute.
I do on Wednesday. I came to your house before to pick you up and take you to a gig. Don't lie.
That is true. I do remember that.
I'll put it online tomorrow.
You better not. You better
Jared's
not.
time is being spent more in Virginia now, so
Yes,
he
with
needs
these
to
heifers.
find.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Does Amber live in Virginia?
No, she
We
is
are-
in California.
Please don't bring Amber into this. Do not bring Amber into this.
They pulling your whole social life on
They
the carpet.
They pretty much know
Private life.
everything about me. Like, I share. You don't understand. I share things in confidence.
It ain't never
That
been in no
was-
conflict.
It's no longer in confidence. It's no.
He said that on air.
You were the one who wanted to call Amber live on air.
She was the one who wanted to call her.
Herself?
Yeah, no, she.
She set up
Why am I
herself.
doing this again?
Oh, he done gave
She
one
asked
on
for
air.
that. Amber asked for that, and she doesn't remember.
Well, too bad Amber, because now he's in Virginia getting some. So,
Whoa!
Well, back to exercise.
Yeah, back to the exercise and everything.
it
Like,
gives you a lot of energy, man. That's why you should do it.
I'm gonna do it. Listen. I'm starting on Monday. I'm getting this body right.
okay.
No day like tomorrow, though. What's your schedule look like? Because if you put it off to Monday, then you might not do it.
Something. My schedule. Just, I'm sitting up here looking
No, it's
at
not
this
just her.
is
That's
work.
her job. It's her
job.
job.
Uh-oh.
Like even right now, it took me everything not to pick this phone up to say I'm on air, but I have to. It's work. It's work. I never get.
Work is
I'm
work.
always working.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, you know where to find me if you need a little boost of
There
inspiration,
you go.
and motivation. I'm here.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It's
Okay,
a
so real
struggle.
quick, what is one difficult thing about the business that, working as an actor or, voiceover artist, stunt woman that people would not know?
I think for me, and I think some people will notice, the people that are entrepreneurs, it's like these high highs and low lows. Meaning that like you can be like, yeah, I did that or I booked that, and then it's like you look at your list on the wall, and I make a list on the wall of my auditions, not all of them, but I can do maybe 50 or 40 auditions. And it's like you start to kind of get like, okay, you start to feel like, okay, is this working? Am I getting where I need to go? And then you'll have a victory again. So it's like those peaks and valleys. And a lot of times it's like, for me, I just try to keep my spirits up by praying and knowing that it's the struggle helps you to be who you are in character. Because it's like the high highs are great, but if you can't be the same person when things aren't working for you and you're not booking, that's the times I like a lot of actors struggle with. Even the bigger actors, even Jim Carrey has struggled with some of those things with depression and things like that come, things that kind of get you out of your character when you're not seeing the fruits of your labor come. Yeah. So I think for me, the biggest thing is managing those high highs when you're successful and you're booking all the time, and then when you're not booking. I think that's a struggle, and I really try to keep grounded in praying and connecting with friends and making sure that I'm not just by myself all the time, which is a
That'll
struggle.
help you stay motivated.
Yeah, it helps you stay
People
motivated.
may not realize. I mean, we all know this, but other people may not realize. Like even like you mentioned Jim Carrey, even the top-notch actors that you guys see in these movies, when they were in their early mid-20s trying out for stuff, they all got declined plenty of times. Like almost. Probably, if not everybody, every single actress and actor has been declined. So that it's a good point that you mentioned, because when we do have those moments where you don't get something, you just feel kind of discouraged, especially after like 5 or 6 or 7. And if they're back to back, you're like, okay, damn, like what am I doing? But that's like you said. I mean, that's normal. That's actually normal. That's how it is.
And it can be mean. It can be mean sometimes. Like what I was. Let me just say this to you guys. The industry has a way of, if you allow it, breaking you all the way down, because there are some really mean spirited people out there who are in positions of power, and they use that position to kind of break people down. And I don't know if it's something that they do intentionally. It's just, or you know, that's just how somebody did that to them, so then they project that onto other people. But it happens like that. Like on top of, you may have a time where you audition 30 or 40 times and you don't get a call back at all, but then also a director might have said something to you that really hurt you. And I saw something that two people that one person that I've worked with, and Cherie, posted today about a director that said something to an actress who's battling with cancer, stage 4 cancer, and the director told her, like, you know, you're too unattractive to even be an actor. So yeah, you should probably just go home. And hearing stuff like that, you don't know the struggle that goes in to even getting up to go to an audition.
Showing up,
you know, to show up. It's a struggle, because you have all of it. You're always comparing yourself. You walk in the room, and the minute you step into that room and you see all of these beautiful faces and all of and you just automatically, it's like, okay. Yeah, I don't look like that. I'm not that tall. She seems like, you know, you start comparing yourself, and then to go in, you muster up the courage, and you go in, and to be told something like that it could just be.
It can be devastating.
It can be devastating.
You really have to have yourself really grounded, I would say, and motivated to do it, because I mean, I've heard some pretty mean things, even from being in an audition where I changed my hair and I'm natural, and they're like, you know, like, and they may have some choice words about what they think about me. But the thing with being an actor, and everybody's different. If everybody was the same, it'd be a boring place. But you have to get in your mind that you have to love who you are, and that kind of exudes when you step into the room, because if you're unsure about yourself, and no matter what you're going through, you really have to motivate yourself. No matter what you're going through, when you step through that door, that your head is held high, you're personable, you're likable, and no matter what they say, you walk out with your head held high.
That's right.
Because this industry doesn't define who you are. Your job doesn't define who you are. If we take all of our jobs and what we do away, we're still a human being that's valuable.
Right.
And I think that when you come in with that sense of integrity, it is hard. It's not easy, but you have to say that I am valuable. I am a person that's worthy, and this is what I want to do. And when you say that, and you have an undeniable sense of that, then that will make you push past all those other barriers. And people that see that in you will search for that. So all the ones that miss out on it, it's just too bad for them. That's for their loss.
That's their loss. But yep, it's definitely doable. You know, I encourage myself and all of those other actors out there, just stay encouraged.
Stay encouraged.
You know, everybody, and it's not just you. Like, it's not just you, because you can also feel like, well, I'm not. Everybody else is being booked, and I'm not doing anything. It's not just you.
Else, no.
Everybody goes through this. Everybody.
There's thousands of people that go to an audition for maybe 8 roles that you'll see.
Yep.
So all those other 998 people, guess what? They didn't get roles.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Pick up, dust yourself off, and go to the
Try
next
it
one.
And I think
my thing is you
all
learn
good.
from your audition.
You
learn.
learn
You do.
so many different things.
I think
So-
one thing that you can take away, and for actors and even for people that are on the other side of production, that you have to basically do that audition and leave it behind. Don't beat
Yeah.
yourself up. Don't keep ruminating on it and
That's the
rehearsing on
worst.
what you
Yeah,
did or
that's
didn't
the
do.
worst.
Because sometimes you really have to focus as an actor on don't take it personally.
Yeah.
It may not be an acting skill. It may just be a look that they're
Yeah.
looking for, not necessarily, your skills were up to par. It's just
Right.
what are they looking for so
Right.
far as a look. So one thing I did like to start reading more articles about how other actors that are on a more successful level so far as recurring roles and seasons and premieres where they're they're on a show for a long period of time says you have to really learn how to take things in perspective. And not beat yourself up because the right role will come along for you too, and you don't want to, eventually you don't want to accept everything that comes your way.
But also, keep in mind that before you go to an audition, the character development phase goes on for probably months and months and months before they even allow people to come into audition.
Exactly.
So you never know what they're looking for. Like you said, it could be a physical feature they want first, or they could hire someone who's never done acting before, but she just looks like the part.
Right.
Yeah.
Which may be unfortunate for you, but you'll get that next gig. Don't worry. Like that happens. That happens.
Well, the good thing is there's so many platforms now that was never ever in existence before. So before it was just TV and cable. Now you have all of these
Oh,
streaming. You
yes.
got Crackle,
TV,
you got
cable,
Hulu,
streaming.
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So don't feel like you have to compete with anybody.
and you have your own thing.
Yeah, compete with yourself because
Yeah.
there's so many avenues for you to get work. There's no reason for you to have to try to change who you are.
Right.
There's plenty of work for everybody, I think.
That's true.
You can always you can always create your own thing. If
Oh, yeah.
you find that you break into something, make your own.
Exactly.
Do your own thing. Create what it is that you want and put yourself in it, and then invite others in that may feel the same way, or that's how you can also meet people and network and do your own thing.
Which
It's okay.
It's not, I don't want to use the word funny, but which is interesting in a way, and I'll shift it to our platform here because that's why this got created. Because there's certain topics like we talk about behind the scenes moments and what's the difficult part of it that people don't know about, from reality stars and actresses and dancers and musicians and everybody in the industry that people love to think about and know about, but they don't know, and that's not common to see something like that.
Right.
So sometimes if there's something you love and you have a passion for it, do it.
Do it.
Like if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? Somebody else.
Yeah,
Right.
it's definitely, you have to create your own opportunities, and I've learned that, like, especially doing it for this long, it's like, okay, now it may be time for me to start to write and
Right.
put myself in. So that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like, he who makes the gold or has the gold makes the rules. So if you have that own project that you're doing yourself, then you can put yourself in it.
That's
and you make the
right.
rules.
All coins matter.
All coins
All
matter.
coins
Tia
matter.
Reid, where you at?
Tia
Where you at?
Hashtag.
Also found a new hashtag as of last night. I was watching the ESPYs, and there was a gentleman who received the Jimmy V Award. He has no arms, he has no legs, but he is a football coach, and he's
Wow.
so inspirational. And at the end of his speech, he said, he just yelled out, "Who says I can't?" And I was like, "My brother,
Wow.
who says I can't?"
Right.
Who
Let's
says
go.
I can?
Right.
Most of the time,
That's
it's just
motivating,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes we're your own kind of worst enemy, so to speak, because you'll meet somebody and you're just creating a friendship, and they'll tell all the negative things about themselves. They'll kind of keep putting themselves down, like stop,
Yeah.
like degrading yourself. There's plenty of people that
Right.
can do that for you. Don't
Right.
don't join in the hatred of yourself part. And I think that we do that because we kind of want to beat people to the punch. Like so, if a person that does comedy or anything, they always poke fun at themselves, but.
Right.
I mean, so far as presenting yourself and being the best you, I think that, you don't need to keep beating yourself up and saying your
true.
flaws to everybody, because then it's kind of a turnoff on
And it's also, and you don't know, it could be draining, mentally and physically draining for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Transition. much?
Transition. You know it's a fabulous transition?
On you.
You know it's a fabulous transition?
Go ahead.
Okay.
And I want to know about. I want to know this question.
So, What is your most memorable moment behind the scenes? Because again, like we do talk a lot about behind the scenes. As you know, I talk about people messing up.
Julian.
I mess up. Everybody messes up. But like, what's the most memorable behind the scenes moment for any project that you've done?
I would say there's two that stick out to me. One was working on 21 Bridges. It really even wasn't coming onto being on the set. It was just my transition to getting to the set. Like I just felt so full and happy that it was just my transition, that, you know, like something that you're going to and you feel excited about. Like,
right.
I'm like, God, thank you so much. Like, I'm smiling. I'm like crying because I'm so happy going to work. And I'm like, a lot of people don't have this opportunity to just do what they love for a living. Right. And when I got on the set and I was like, I remember being an extra and walking by the trailers and be like, dang, I want to get a role where I have a trailer and all of this. And I say, here I am. Granted, I don't have a huge role, but I see the progress. I see, and I'm sitting in my trailer like almost like fighting back tears, like, God, I see you. I see you. So that's a really, really memorable experience for me. And then working on the vows, like working with all the people that I feel like are brothers and sisters and I haven't really gotten a chance to work with, like shout outs to Dante, CJ, Steph the Hair Queen, shout outs to you. You know, we were just rapping behind the scenes, like, you know, just on a break and we just start rapping. I'm like, yo, to be that comfortable around people is like, is gold, because you don't really run into really good people a lot sometimes that really mean you well and have your best interests and you feel comfortable around. So I would say those are my two best experiences behind the scenes. Was one, just driving on my way to the set, sitting in the trailer by myself, like, God, and then, you know, being on set, you know, like you said, with people that created their own project and they felt to have you there. No, and it's like, I just felt good. So I'm just like, I wish I can bottle up what I feel when I'm doing, you know, what I love to do and give it to everybody. And just say that even if you're doing your 9 to 5 and your grind, keep working on what it is that you want to work on after hours, because whatever your purpose is in life, you can do it.
That's right.
And you can be successful at it. So those are my two.
Good too.
So you may have transitioned into my question a little bit. So it's up to you if you have another answer, but I'm curious to know, for those who are getting into this industry or who are interested in breaking into the acting industry, what would be some additional words of advice that you would give them? Something to look forward to that they probably should know getting into this industry. Something
they should look forward to. Of course, everyone, I guess it's almost cliche, a lot of hard work. But I'm going to take it and turn it around and say there's going to be a lot of self-work. Because this industry, it's a lot about you knowing who you are and being able to package it as you're your business. Right. You are marketing yourself and promoting yourself as an individual business. So you have to do a lot of self-discipline, because there's no one going to tell you to get up and start submitting at 6 a.m. in the morning. Right. Or till 12 a.m. in the next, you know, the next day. No one's going to tell you to do that. Right. No one's going to tell you to do research on acting and taking classes. And these are the things that you should know. You should know that people want to work with people that are training. So always be taking, even if it's a free class or meeting up with your friends and doing scene studies or running over lines, getting into student films, what you should look forward to is that people want to work with people that take their craft seriously.
That's right.
So that's what I would say. You have to do a lot of self-work, self-discipline, because it's kind of a team of one until you become a part of a project. Right.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Nice.
I like that. My mind is stuck on that. That's good. Because we always ask that question all the time to different people who are in different levels of the industry. So I like it when we have different answers that we haven't gotten before, because it really just shows like you're just open and you're thinking outside the box again. You're thinking outside the box, because most people will say something that might be more common or, you know, more known to the industry of acting, if you will. But it's good. I like that answer.
Yeah, self-work and treating yourself like a business. That's a definite. That's a definite, and it's also a huge step too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely is. A lot of times people really don't know the importance of networking. So being nice to people and networking definitely will help you to come along with those things, because people that like you will always want to tell you about what class is happening or what they're doing or a project they're working on, so they can include you in it. So it's definitely good to network. I want to give a shout out to Future Film and Media and the Creative Gateway in Hyattsville. They've been very instrumental in bringing a lot of information to filmmakers in the Maryland area on what incentives that they can do. So if you're looking to start your own project, what incentives are there, tax breaks and other things. So you really have to know the business side of show business too. It's not just the glamorous side, it's knowing your rights, knowing how to sign a contract, when not to sign a contract, when to have your lawyer. So it's a lot that goes into it, and it's the soft skills, which shout outs to Pierre from Future Film and Media. The soft skills of business that you have to have in order to not get taken advantage of, honestly.
Yeah.
That happens.
A lot.
We got a guru. We got a guru.
So tell people about your social media. Like, give everyone your social media and where they can find some of the links if they're available to view your work.
Sure. You can find me on Instagram. My name, all one word, Mia Speights, MIASPEIGHT on Instagram. Same on Facebook and my Facebook actress page. And then you can go on YouTube. A lot of the videos will be up on YouTube. And Vimeo, I think I have a little bit more videos that you can see some of the work on Vimeo. And anything that's coming out, just keep track and follow me on social media, and I'll put up some of the things that I'm doing in the future. And hopefully you'll see me moving quite along and
We will.
working with some of you guys in the future.
Yes. Yeah, it's all about networking. Well, thank you again, Mia. We really appreciate you coming
Thank
out.
you so
We
much.
appreciate to be with you, actually.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
I had fun.
absolutely. Yes.
And as always, you are welcomed anytime.
Yes,
Anytime,
absolutely.
anytime.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
Yes, definitely.
We mean it.
Okay, cool.
Like,
No,
we
no, 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 no,
You know,
no,
how
seriously,
people
we-
say it. It was like, come back
No, we
anytime, and they
brought
don't really.
people here
Like, no, we really
often.
mean it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You in Hollywood.
It's not. We ain't saying that. We're like, no, for real. Like, come back and chill with us. That's what it means. Come back and chill with us.
Definitely. Well, thank you all for tuning in again, as always. We actually will be back again next week with another special guest, but this time we had Mia, the one and only, so make sure you follow her on Instagram and Facebook. And we will see you all next week, next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Good night, y'all. I'm about to go get me some chicken parmesan.
Nah.
No.
Oh,
Making
y'all
sure.
come back next Thursday?
I'm coming back.
It's a holiday. You coming back?
No, it ain't.
It's not a holiday.
Don't do that.
I'll be back to normal. Okay.
It's back to normal.
Because I